biggest reaction that our friends have when we want to talk about money is that feeling of inadequacy. That's what you create with inside someone when you ask them to begin a conversation around finances, and that's okay. I have often seen judgment made about a friend's prosperity level by where they live. Oh, if they're in that neighborhood, they must have money. The car they drive, or how often and where they vacation. And we make a huge error here because we presume that either the wealth or the financial tightness, when it may or may not be there, we make it up. I want to recommend a book. It's probably 20 years old. It's so profound. It's called The Millionaire Next Door: Surprising Secrets of America's Wealthy. Thomas Stanley's research showed that millionaires often live in very simple frame houses in our neighborhoods. There was a pattern of them driving an older car. 20 years ago, the favorite was a Cadillac, but often a pickup. Most of the time they were married, and the majority of those marriages, interestingly, were to teachers. And The Millionaire Next Door has significant, quiet investment accounts. See, we get fooled when our friends live in notable zip codes or drive foreign cars, travel constantly, have a gardener, a pool boy, a nanny, a maid. For them, there may be very little available wealth as it's all going out to maintain a lifestyle. 44% of us in a Bank of America survey said that money was a major cause of stress in our friendships. And I would submit to you the misnomer and the quiet, inaccurate judgments that we have of our friends is also devastating. Let's take a look at this from an etiquette perspective. You can make your life a whole lot easier by being very direct with friends about certain financial solutions. Some find there's less assumptions that are made about them if they just open up a little bit about whether a budget is or isn't a concern. It could be as simple as saying, "Hey, Johnny, I'd love to celebrate your birthday. Financially, I'm trying to stick to my budget, but I'd love to have you over for a cup of coffee and some one-on-one time." If someone said that to me, I would be so thrilled that they would simply want to spend time with me. I don't care about another present. From a financial perspective, keep in mind that you taking the initiative can prevent conversations from getting difficult in the first place. For instance, I was part of a group of friends who would dine out regularly, and there was one person in our group who was always sliding when the bill came. Another gal in the group got this idea that she would say before we all ordered, Before we order, is everyone okay just splitting the bill? Or do you prefer everyone paying individually? And whatever is the consensus, it won. What happens when lending money is the issue at hand? Treat those situations as you would any other legal transaction. It takes some of the hard emotional stuff out of that conversation because it keeps you and your money and the relationship very safe. And it also protects the personal dignity of the borrower. I bet you've got some really interesting ideas on money and friends. So share them with me, Kathleen at KathleenLenover.com. Or until next Monday's Money, where we're going to discuss how do you talk to yourself about money. Oh. Until then, Dr. Kathleen saying to you, namaste.